That helps with vetting the people and ensuring that the right people are actually coming to you. And should something happen, you are able to find those people. Another thing that you need as a property investor, apart from being able to list the property, being able to list it for sale or list it for rental, and being able to manage it, sending out leases, sending out invoices, you need to be able to generate financial reports. Say you've got a portfolio of 10 properties that you've bought from Uputsia, from Ekasi Noble Properties, and all of those properties have got tenants in them. You need to be able to then generate financial reports on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis. Addprop automatically generates those financial reports for you. So that's what Addprop is about. So this conversation that we are going to be having, that's why Mr. Mkhobe is part of it, is mainly property-related information. So we're going to take some questions and answer for the next 30-35 minutes around property and around anything that you would have wanted to ask Mr. Mkhobe or me, and that will solidify the property part of the conversation for today. So this part of the section of It's More Than Just Money, we can say, is brought to you and sponsored by Addprop. All right? So, do we have some questions around property investing, property development? Buy, renovate, rent out, refinance, repeat.
Yeah.
Any questions around that?
We'll quickly take questions.
All of brr can be found on Addprop, by the way. You have to buy the property. You have to rent it out on the platform. When you want to renovate it, you'll find service providers that will provide the renovations. When you want to rent it out, you'll find tenants there. When you want to refinance, we are partnering with banking and financial institutions for you to be able to get favorable rates. We've embedded some mortgage originators. It's not live yet, but it will be live, where you are able to get financing through the platform. And then lastly, you will be able to repeat the entire process on Addprop. So please, guys, all 100 plus of you, please do register on Addprop. It doesn't cost you anything immediately. We would love, we're currently at 200 plus sign-ups. Over 30 people have already listed properties there. We've been around for about a month now. We need more people to list their properties and use the platform. And most importantly, because it's going to add value to them. It's a platform that's going to revolutionize how we do property in the country. More specifically, make it possible for even the lady in the township that has got 10 units to be able to list them on the platform immediately without going through the hooks and jumps of other bigger platforms.
May I repeat my earlier question? So I said I've got a property, but which is in my personal name, and I want to bond it so as to release funds to be able to buy another property where I want to add rooms. So I wanted to find out in terms of getting credit card and using it with my own money, not necessarily the lended money, to try to improve my credit score. So that I can be able to negotiate a better rate for the bond.
Is the property currently financed?
No, I bought it cash.
You bought it cash. Do you currently have a job or an income? All right. Have you tried to buy a property yet? Yes. You see, that's where the problem is. You cannot negotiate a rate that you've never been given before. So there's no rule that says get a credit card first before you buy a property or a car. My sister, if you want to buy a property...
I do not see how that would assist your credit rating.
Yeah.
By borrowing against your credit card. I don't see how that helps you. In fact, by and large, because of the rate of interest that is generated by credit cards, because they are very predatory in nature. By that I mean you could have up to 30%. I think some banks, it ranges between 18 and 30%. So for that reason, I would not encourage people to be thinking in terms of using their credit card for their property acquisitions, unless you have a plan. What do I mean unless you have a plan? If it is just a temporary measure and you are really have your back against the wall and you have a deal of a lifetime, and the idea is to ensure that within a short space of time already there's an arrangement with your bank for the cash to come in, and you are using the credit card, which is very dangerous, by the way, just to hold the property for a short space of time. But by and large, I would desperately discourage you from using your credit card to acquire property or even a share thereof. I do not see how getting a credit card run up or getting a credit card debt enhances your credit rating. If it's a banker telling you that, he needs to speak to me, because I have a master's degree in banking and finance, the law of international trade, banking and finance. So I've never heard of anything like that.
So just go buy the property
first.
Yeah. Don't overthink it. Put an offer to purchase. Negotiate the interest rate when it comes.
Thank you. Can we have another question?
And when you get it listed on Addprop.
Thanks so much. Good afternoon, everyone. I've just got two questions. One related to Addprop and one a general question regarding the purchase of property. So my first question with Addprop is, what sort of criteria have been put in place in terms of vetting your plumbers, electricians, and guys like that?
Okay. So in terms of the plumbers and electricians and everybody that comes on the platform, there's documentation that the platform will ask for, which includes the CIPC certificate or an ID if somebody is a sole trader, which generally the vetting will also happen for every single person that lists a property on Addprop. So we need to have the person's correct details. And there's facial recognition that we are implementing as well onto that, because the most important feature here is the safety of our users as well as the safety of the customers.
I was going to ask you whether you get a police clearance report.
A police clearance report, no, we don't get it. But either, like, it's like when you list on...
Because in Botswana,